Okay. There we go. Okay, it's going to take a minute or two to get people in here. So we'll just give people that minute. We're live in YouTube and Facebook. That's not all of those. Hang on. So, YouTube and Facebook. And I don't think, oh, Catherine, hello. How are you? Let me know where you're from, where you're watching from. It's going to take a few minutes. Just grabbing some cards. Ireland. Oh my gosh. That is awesome. Very cool. With the flag, no less. Okay. Okay. Hang on. I'm going to give you guys the link to join me. Okay. There is a link right there. If you hit that link, Nicole Denise, I have not seen you in so long. Oh my gosh. It's been quite a while. I'm trying to get the glare off my glasses. Okay. If you want to hit that link, it'll bring you backstage. You guys, you know how this works. 2 p.m. in Washington. Yes, I know. It is 4 p.m. in Illinois, which is where I am. Hit the link. Everybody waits until I'm almost done, and then I have a whole bunch of people sitting backstage when I wrap it up. So you're going to want to hit that link early, and you're going to want to hit it now because I can bring you right in here. There is no charge. There's, honest to God, you're going to come right in here. It's going to put you backstage. And what happens is I will bring you right here with me. It's like a video call. There's nothing to download. You just hit the link. I'm going to put it in again. Okay. Hit the link. Once you hit that link, oh, it looks like Roselle's trying to come in. Once you hit that link, I don't see her camera or her microphone working though. It's going to make you get your camera and your microphone to work. You have to make your camera and your microphone work. Okay. Okay, we got a couple people coming in. I'm going to bring you in. And, okay.
Yeah, I just dyed my hair, so I really wasn't prepared.
I love it. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry. Where are you from, Roselle?
Well, I'm from Wisconsin, but I live in Tennessee now.
Oh my gosh. Where in Wisconsin?
Madison.
Okay. I did readings all over Madison.
Yeah.
I used to do the psychic fair on John Nolan at the Sheridan all the time.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now where are you in Tennessee?
About 30 miles outside of Nashville.
Which little city? I've been all over.
Clarksville.
I've been to Clarksville.
Oh, you have? Oh,
I have. I've been to I can never say it right. Murfreesboro?
Murfreesboro.
Okay. See, I can never say that correctly. I've been to Clarksville. I've been to some other little hick town. I can't remember the damn name of it. It
Yeah,
wasn't that impressive.
right.
Um, it was just all rednecks and it was crazy.
Right.
Like it was like meth city. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. But how fun. So what
Yeah.
are you looking for in your reading?
Oh man. Well, you're not gonna like it, but I was just kind of hoping my mom might come through.
Why would I not like that?
Because she's not been gone for a year, and you always say,
No, I mean, I just say give it some time.
right.
Here's the thing is if you're like comfortable in the grieving process,
Uh-huh.
but if you
Yeah.
call me up and you're bawling and you're like,
Oh,
I gotta talk to my mom. She just passed. Then I'm like, you know what, baby, you gotta wait. Like,
yeah. Okay, gotcha.
yeah. Now I have other people waiting backstage. Don't get frustrated. I will get to you. Okay, so let me just tune in. I
Okay.
got my girl with me here. She wanted to get involved. Stop. Oh my gosh. We got to tune in. We got to ground and tune in. Okay. Boy, my chest hurts. Was she a smoker?
No.
But she had heart issues.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you see my dog like get real calm right away when I started grounding?
Oh, I didn't
Notice that?
Yeah.
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 I started opening the chakras and like going up the elevator. And my dog like got real calm and then wanted down. And that was right when I started feeling the chest pain when my dog wanted down.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So let me just tell you. I hear the name Catherine. Now, it could be shortened for Kathy or Kate. I'm not sure. But I feel like she's with Catherine on the other side.
Okay.
So just hang on to that. Who's the teacher?
My daughter's a teacher.
Okay. She just showed me chalk and an apple to talk about the teacher. So I feel like she's really proud of your daughter.
Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
Well, my daughter just had a miscarriage. And I wonder if that might have anything to do with it.
Not positive, but it wouldn't shock me.
Okay.
Anyway. Did mom have a couple mini heart attacks before she ended up having like the major heart issues?
If she did, we didn't know it.
Okay.
She went in and they said she had a very small one. And then it just went downhill from there.
I feel like there was some other heart issues that she just wasn't aware of.
Okay.
Yeah. Her dad,
Uh-huh.
he passed before her.
Right.
Was he kind of young when he passed?
He was about 72.
Okay. There was some weird family issues with him too, right?
I don't know what you mean by weird. Seems like everyone's idea of that might be a little different.
I just get that family secrets, not always getting along with everybody.
Yeah.
There's just some stuff that we don't talk about.
Right.
When it came to him.
Right. That's true.
His side of the family.
Yeah.
And she says, girl, you haven't even seen the tip of the iceberg now that I know everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Oh my gosh. That's really interesting.
Yeah. And how is she feeling about, I mean, I know she's in a better place, but
She is. I mean, the last few years of her life, she makes me feel like were some not great decisions. There was just some kind of sad things that happened. And she just felt a little isolated, she says.
Yeah.
So yeah, she says it just wasn't all that great.
Right.
Did you lose a brother?
No.
Did she lose a brother?
Almost all of her siblings are gone.
Was
Yeah.
there one that died quite young?
I don't think so.
Interesting. There's a man that is on the other side that died really young that she's very happy to be with.
I mean, my father passed away 5 years ago, and
No, I don't know if this is an old boyfriend or who this is, but I mean, she's like kind of thrilled. Did she lose somebody in Vietnam?
No.
Okay. I'm not sure what this is about.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, oh, she says Vicky also.
Vicky. Okay. Vicky and Catherine.
Yeah, Kate, Kathy, Catherine. I'm not sure what that's about. Anyway, she's very happy that you are doing what you need to do.
Okay.
But she says, don't do anything for a man.
Okay.
Did you move to Clarksville for a man?
Well, we've been married 36 years.
Oh, okay.
He is from here.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Okay.
But she was sad when I moved back.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
But I was going to be a grandmother, so I had to
You had to.
back. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
And,
my gosh.
and she was just lonely after Dad died. And his name was Ken. And that's why I thought when you're saying Catherine, maybe
No. I would get Ken. Believe me, I would get
Yeah.
Ken.
Yeah, that's your husband's name.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. That comes screaming in my ear. You know how I get it is I get Barbie and Ken.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because it's my husband's name, so I have to get it in a
Right.
different way.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So they usually show me Ken, like with, the guy with no dick.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh, well, now
I knew I was going to be squirrely today. Yeah.
Is the baby over there? Or was it too
Too
young?
early. Miscarriage. So here's the thing: is I can only get. How can I say this? And every medium is different, and we all have different ways of getting information. I have seen mediums who have whole conversations with miscarriages. I do not.
Oh, okay.
They only can give me what they could give me in life.
Yeah.
So if a baby comes through for me, it only comes through as like a cuddly, sweet smelling kind of thing, but it can't give me information.
Yeah. Okay.
That makes sense?
Yep.
Yeah. But I also feel like when it's a miscarriage, the soul will attach again at some point. Does that make sense? Like that soul's not lost. It'll come back. You'll get that soul.
Yeah. And they're going to try again here soon. So
So that soul is just waiting to attach itself to the next baby. Yeah. So I'm not too worried about that.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm glad to know she's, you just, you believe that they're over there, but you like to hear it kind of confirmed, that they're there and they're happy and doing it as far as my mom is concerned,
Mom's okay. I mean, she definitely made me feel that chest pain right away. Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
But I feel like she was having a lot of symptoms and just didn't do much about it. And I feel like she kind of did that on purpose.
Okay.
I hate to say it.
Yeah. Right. How does she feel about the decision we made? Because that was a hard decision.
She did not care. She's like, I really did not have, she's like, I didn't have a dog in the fight.
Yeah. Yeah. And she said that night. She's like, I'm good either way.
Yeah. She's like, it was fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah. And so she's with Dad, does she say?
Yeah. Yeah. Will you stop? I said dog in the fight, and my dog comes running. Oh my God. So yeah. I mean, it's just so funny. Yeah, she's okay.
Yeah.
Go bug daddy. Go bug your daddy. Oh my God, this dog. Last night I taught her how to play hide and seek,
Uh-huh.
and I would sit forward. I had a sweatshirt with a hood on, and I'd sit forward and put the hood over my head and like lay like I was sitting cross-legged. And I
Yeah.
literally can touch my forehead to the ground when I sit cross-legged. Like I'm 60. I should not be able to do that. And I'd put the hood over, and she'd walk over my back, over my head,
Mhm.
and pull the sweatshirt up.
Oh my gosh.
Hmm.
Wow.
It's so funny. This dog.
Oh,
This is a soul dog. You know how you have soulmates? This is my soulmate
yeah,
dog.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we have 2 new puppies, and I'm having the darndest time training them. Like, they are just so hard to train, but I'm
What
not good
kind?
at
What kind?
Bichons.
Oh, so easy. Okay. Okay. So, because that's very similar to what I have.
Mm-hmm.
You put them on a leash and you put them on your belt loop.
Okay.
And if they're not on your belt loop and not on the leash, they have to be in their kennel.
Okay.
And when are you potty pad training them or outside?
You know, I tried the potty pad, and one would go on it, and the other one would go right beside it. You know, and then someone said, just keep them in the kennel, except when you take them outside to go to the bathroom.
Well, yeah, either on your
Mhm.
hip or on the kennel.
Uh-huh.
And then I used Cheerios,
Okay.
and I kept them in my pocket. And then when they go on the potty pad, because I would just take them over on the leash and they go
Mhm.
right on the potty pad, I'd give them the Cheerios. And then I would just keep one room only where they could
Mhm.
be. And I'd let them have 10 minutes in the room.
Uh-huh.
Free, no being, they get off leash and they get to play.
Right.
And then you buckle them back up or put them in the kennel.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And it only takes 2 days.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
it's you got to keep them on you or in
yeah.
the kennel,
Okay. Okay. I'll do that.
and it does not take long,
Mm-hmm.
but you have to have them on you.
Right. Right. Okay.
And you keep Cheerios in your pocket, and when they go, you reward them and take them off of you for 10 minutes in one room only. And then you open up the next room. If they do
Mm-hmm.
something stupid, you block that room off,
Right.
put them back in one room only,
Mm-hmm.
put them back on your hip.
Okay.
It's the only way to train them.
Yeah.
It is a big commitment, but don't get a dog if you can't make a commitment.
I know. Exactly. That's,
You know,
yeah. Yeah.
it's only a commitment for a couple days
Right.
because if you train them that way,
Mm-hmm.
they're so good.
Yeah. They're so sweet and they're so cute.
They're so smart. Bashan are so smart. They're like Maltese. Mine's a Maltese. So
Uh-huh.
Bashan and Maltese have so much in common.
Okay.
They're very, very smart.
Yeah.
And but Cheerios are a great training tool. They're not high calorie, they're low calorie.
Right.
And I just kept them in my sweatshirt pocket.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah, just one, when they go potty and they get once they go potty on that potty pad
Yeah.
and you give them a Cheerio and then you keep them away from the potty pad for an hour and you go back over there an hour later,
Yeah.
Now,
Okay.
if you can't get them to go on the potty pad, get some spray from the pet store that they'll want to cover up that scent with.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can spray it with this spray
Right.
and then they'll want to pee over that spray.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm. But
Alright.
honest to God, it'll take 48 hours of keeping them
Yeah.
on your belt loop.
Okay. Well, I
Girl,
have to try that.
I'm telling you. And mine has very few accidents. And when it does, it's out of being pissed off at me. She's telling me something.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
do it
that's
that
good.
way if you
Okay.
can, and if you have two of them, have your husband keep one on his loop and you one on your loop.
Yeah. Yeah. Good idea.
Because
Yeah.
then you won't be like being pulled in two different directions.
Right.
But yeah, do it that way. I promise you, it'll be 2 days of hell,
Mm-hmm.
but you'll be fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, but just keep one room only where you give them 10 minutes after they pee or go
Yeah.
poop, and then put them back on the loop or back in the crate. You'll be fine.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So easy. So easy.
Yeah. That sounds easier than what I've been doing. So.
No, it's the only way to do it. I promise you, it's the only way to do it. I could train any dog that way.
Yeah.
Mine does like 20 tricks too. Because once they learn you're the boss,
Uh-huh.
then they'll do anything you want them to do.
Right. Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
do it that way.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll come down to Clarksville. I'll train your dog.
Okay. Oh, that's funny.
I mean, when I figured out that's how you had to do it,
Yeah.
like it was so easy.
I mean, that sounds easy. I've never heard of that before. And it sounds like something that would teach them.
Oh my God. And it teaches them you're dominant.
Right.
Like you are the one who makes the decision.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because those little dogs are stubborn.
Yeah. They are.
Those little shits are stubborn. So yeah, try that and just hook them to you
Mm-hmm.
and let them know your boss and they go where you go.
Yeah.
And when you take them to the potty pad, they'll go.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Sounds good.
Have
Thank you.
fun. Have fun with it.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you, honey.
Thank you.
Okay. Not just readings. I will train your dog too. Okay. We're bringing Marion in. Okay. If you guys don't know, I'm going to put the link in again here. Hang on. This is the link. You hit this link and it brings you backstage. I've got people backstage already, but you know what? If you hit that link, you're going to be backstage. I'll eventually get you in. Okay, I have Marion. Marion, where are you from?
Hi, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Milwaukee, you know I'm coming to Milwaukee.
I saw you once here in Milwaukee.
At the
I'll
church?
see you again. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Yep,
Was
I
it
was there.
the one where I had the whole church full?
There were a lot of people there, yes. Every bench had people in it. Yes,
That was,
absolutely.
yeah. The last one, we weren't that full. So,
Okay.
and
No, I didn't make the last one. I was
yeah.
I was supposed to, but I worked that day, so I didn't make the last one. It was the one before that, I believe.
And November, I haven't sold a ton of tickets yet. So
Okay.
share
Okay.
it with your friends.
I
Please.
will. I will.
Yes. So what are we doing for you? What are you looking for?
Oh, girl. So I thought about that question when I heard you with your last person. Like, what do I want? I have lost my brother and my son
Well,
both
don't tell
within the.
me all of that.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
don't tell me who.
Okay, so I'm looking. I
To
guess my
connect with
heart
the other
wants to
side.
hear from someone. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me just tune in.
Okay.
So yeah. Oh, I got to tell you a quick story about that.
Please.
So, so my next one the last one I did in the church. So I bring this girl up front and I have her sitting next to me and I'm like, oh, I got to tell everybody a quick story. And I'm like, I said, when I was here last time, because I'm trying to explain about how I get signs and symbols.
Okay.
And I said, or no, I didn't have her up front yet. I said, so the last time I was here, I was able to connect with this girl. I knew her brother had passed because he was showing me the Marsha Brady getting hit with the football.
Oh.
Remember? I
Yep.
said, she was like, oh, my nose. And I said, I saw that and I knew she had a brother who passed. And it turned out he had broken her nose.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
she
that
her
was
hand and
funny.
she's like, that was me. She was at the second one.
Oh, she came back. Good.
Yes.
Yes.
How crazy is
I'm
that?
coming back. I love you. I think you do a great job.
Thank you.
And your process is fair for everyone. Like, it was amazing. It was an
Thank
amazing experience.
You know, I don't ask people's names ever. Honestly, I try not to. I just with the cards, I feel like I never touch them. You guys figure out who comes up next. Like
Yep.
it just works. And I've seen mediums who make everybody stand up and they're like, now if you've lost a parent, stay standing. Now if her name started with an R, stay standing. Now if she had a heart attack, stay
Okay.
standing.
Yeah. No.
The whole process of elimination. Are you kidding me? Like that's
Yeah.
insane. Like that is just like a guessing game.
Right. Right. Is there any talent to that? I don't know.
I don't know.
know.
It's like the last one standing, she's like, that's for you. That message is for you. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. No. I'm glad I didn't go to that.
Right.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just really, I feel like it to bring somebody up and sit next to you, you know,
It was personal. It was made it personable. I didn't get a reading, but I enjoyed the experience completely,
thank
like from beginning to end. So, and
thank
I
you.
told the girl, and how I came is actually a funny story. I was on Facebook and I'm a part of this group, and this lady made a post. She said, "Hey, I bought an extra ticket for my friend, but she can't make it. Is anybody interested?" And I was sitting around doing nothing. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go on this date with this stranger. So so I sent her a message, said I'd go. She was like, great, I'm headed there now. It was that fast of a process. I was like, I
Oh
can be there in
my
15 minutes. And I went, and she's a wonderful person. So I was so glad to go. The experience was amazing. And I left with some peace. I really did. I really, really
God.
did.
I always say those groups start out as a bunch of strangers, but we end up strangely connected.
Yes.
Like
Hmm.
everybody feels connected by the end of the group. We all cry over the same things. Like
Yep.
we all like have these weird experiences together. Like you don't have experiences like that with anybody else in a group of people ever. It's so
Yeah.
crazy. So yeah, if you're in the Milwaukee area, I'll be there on November 2nd, I believe. So I'm doing a house party in Racine on November 1st. So I think I'm just gonna get a hotel and stay.
That's my hometown.
Well, that's where I'm going to be on November 1st for a house party.
Okay.
So, okay, well, let me tune into you and see what I can feel here. You know that I have to tune into each person. Have you had a back problem?
Um, Someone I know has a back problem right now. That
Surgical?
could be, but not yet.
I feel like there's going to be a back surgery.
Okay.
Is it your mom?
No, But my mom is in. Should I tell you? I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to
Mom's
say.
on the other side.
No, she's in the hospital right now.
Oh, okay. Is there a surgery for her?
She just had a procedure done last night.
Okay. Was she under? Was she like
She would have been, yes. Hmm.
under anesthesia?
Hmm.
Okay. Your son was with her.
Okay. Good.
Okay. Because I kept being shown that your son was with her when she came out of anesthesia and that she
Okay.
was very sad.
Okay.
She didn't want to come out of anesthesia.
Mm.
Hmm.
Okay.
Was your son a teenager?
No. Early 20s.
Okay. He feels very teenagery to me.
He was childish.
He just feels very cocky.
Oh my God, 100%. Like,
Mhm.
out of all of my sons, he was the one that was the most cocky.
He's
Yes.
really cocky to me. He's very
Yes.
like, I don't know, just kind of like,
My shit don't stink and yours does.
bring it on, bring it on. And like,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes, that is him.
yeah.
Without a doubt, that's him.
But
That's
such a
amazing.
marshmallow on the inside. You know, such a softie.
He is. He's a
Yes.
lover. Yes. 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 Yes.
Especially when it
Yes.
comes
Yes.
to your mom.
That's good to know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Um, um, he's never gonna leave you alone, he says. He's always gonna give you signs.
He does.
Yep. Why did you so he's showing me when my son was little, he used to watch this dumb cartoon. It was like Batman with square faces. Like it was cartoon Batman. Do you know what I'm talking about? I don't know. It was just the artwork was really weird with this cartoon. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just Batman that he's showing me or cartoon Batman or somebody drawing Batman.
Okay.
Is there a tattoo of Batman?
No. He has a son, and he used to tell his son all the time he was a superhero.
Oh, that might be what I'm picking up.
He like would tell him like he's a superhero. You're a superhero. You can do anything. And they're into Buzz Lightyear, but
No, this is Batman.
Okay, all right. I'll
Mhm.
have to think on that one. I'll
How
think
old
on that.
is he? What year was he born?
96.
Okay. So he is young. He is. Oh,
He was young spirited as well. Like
yeah.
in his early 20s, yes, but mentally probably still 17.
That he
Easy.
does. He feels like a teenager. Just was
Easily.
showing me this Batman thing, and it's like
Okay.
half, like the half mask. You know that, like
Okay.
that. I because Batman's mask just comes down to his nose, right?
Right.
Yeah. I
Okay.
don't know what this means.
That's okay. I have thousands of pictures. There may be a picture of him in the mask and it may trigger something, but
What was Batman's alter ego name? What was it? Bert or what?
Bruce
Wayne.
Banner.
Bruce
Bruce
Wayne.
Wayne. Yeah, Bruce Wayne.
Okay. God, I just don't know what that means. Um, sometimes all I can do is give you guys the signs.
Absolutely.
My
Understood.
signs are totally from the 70s usually. So Batman from the 70s, and Kapow and Wham, and to me,
Mhm.
that's the 70s
Mhm.
Batman. I'm just not sure what the shit that means to me.
It may be a cartoon of him and his brothers watched or something. Like he
Don't know.
may be, I think he could be just, I'm sitting here looking at all these pictures I have around the house. Like, did he have one where, but I can't, off the top of my head, I can't think of it. Like right now on the
Me
fly.
either. Yeah. Anyway, he comes through. He just shows me he has a big soft spot for your mom. That is huge.
Okay.
Um does your mom have some eye problems?
Yeah, right now she's doesn't have her glasses in the hospital. I forgot to take them
Oh, and she's been complaining about it
today. Yes.
because he's laughing about your mom having these like eye things. So he's
Yes.
been paying attention to that. Like, take her glasses for crying out loud. You're sitting here with me when she needs her glasses. I'm sure. Is it just her reading glasses?
They're her everything glasses.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
her
She
everything
like
glasses.
trifocals.
Kinda, yeah.
God, yeah. She can't just get some lost and found reading glasses.
No. I gotta take them up there. I was gonna go back, so
And he says,
now I guess I better go back.
take her some butter pecan ice cream too.
Butter pecan ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
She likes ice cream. I don't know if she likes butter pecan. I'll have to see.
He says, take her some butter pecan ice cream. I don't know. He's just hanging out with her a lot while she's up there.
Okay, that's good.
So I
She's
don't
by
know.
herself a lot.
Yeah, I'm not sure what this whole thing is about. I just feel like he showed me 90s Batman. So that could be some of those movies too. So I'm not
Mhm.
sure because there was a lot of 90s Batman movies.
And he was into movies and TV, like movies, cartoons.
Yeah, I'm just
Like
not
he
sure.
just was into that.
Yeah. And he also says the name Chad or Shad. I'm not sure what that's about, but hang on to that. I'm not sure who that is.
Okay.
I feel like he's showing me he's with him. He says he's sorry. Now, I am not sure if he's referencing that he's sorry about why he's on the other side, which kind of makes me feel like that's what he's saying. But I also feel like there were a lot of warnings that he was given and he ignored them.
Yep.
And he was given a lot of chances, he said.
I used to tell him, you're too reckless. You got to be careful. You're too reckless. You got to be careful. Just, you can't keep doing the things you've been doing, man.
Nope. Nope.
Tell him all the time.
No.
And I accept your apology, son.
If you want
It's
to go
okay.
to Texas,
Texas. I am going to Texas. His brother lives there with my grandson. Wait till I tell him. Oh my God.
oh, he's going to Texas with you.
I'm definitely going.
He's going with you.
I know he is. I know he is. He wouldn't miss it.
No, he just showed me the state of Texas. He's going with you. And he's watching over that little boy.
I know he is. He's everywhere. I know he's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a big deal, the whole Texas thing.
It is. It's a big deal to me. He knows. He probably knows that I really want to go. So, and I've been talking about it, talking about it, talking about
And
it,
you
talking
don't
about it.
do
So,
things for yourself like that often.
I don't. I
Right.
don't. I don't.
Right. And he says, give that little guy a pudding cup.
I will. I will. His dad is strict on him. He probably knows he needs a pudding cup.
Oh my God. That is crazy.
It is.
Texas. Where in Texas?
Houston.
Okay. That's a better part.
Yeah, we're going.
I was in West Texas in the 80s and it was terrible.
I've been to Texas once for work, and so I was restricted to where I could go and what I do. So I didn't get to see much, but yeah.
Oh God. West Texas. I was in Kansas once too, and that was really bad too. Like there are some places I'll never go back to.
Okay.
West Texas and Kansas are two places I'll never go back to.
I
And
won't go
you
then.
know that song Amarillo by Morning?
I don't know
You
it. No.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why anybody would go to Amarillo.
Okay, is that in West Texas? I won't go. I'm not even gonna look to go. I just no. I know somebody went there. I'm not going.
Oh my God. I didn't think we were ever going to get through Amarillo.
I'm not
And
gonna
back then they
go.
didn't like have speed limits. You could drive like 90 miles an hour.
Is it deserty?
Yeah, there was like what are those things called? Tumbleweeds?
Yeah, tumbleweeds.
Yeah.
Just blowing
And-
around.
Yeah.
Yeah, you weren't
And
in
you could do 90
Wisconsin.
miles an hour with a gun on your dashboard.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. It was
Yeah, I
like
wouldn't go
Wild
there.
West. It was horrible.
I would definitely stay away.
People drinking beer while they're driving 90 miles an hour with guns on their dashboard. Like, no.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
No.
Nope. 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 Nope.
Mm-mm.
Now,
Yeah.
my son, he might would have wanted to try that place. Hey, mom, that you can do this there. We should go there. No, you're not going there.
It was
Sorry.
so awful. I've never had the desire to go back to Texas in my life.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to Houston. That's about it.
Houston is a little bit different, and Austin is too. Like,
Okay,
yeah, Austin is supposed to be really cool.
I'm going. I'm
Yeah.
definitely going.
But it was the
Um,
early 80s, and honestly, like, it was different then.
That's crazy. Everything's different now.
Yeah.
Everything. But yeah, I don't know. Is anybody else coming through for me?
Well, honey, I gotta move on. I got a bunch of people back.
Okay, that's okay. That's
I gotta
okay.
get to them, but thank you so much. It's good
I will
to
see you in
I'm sure
November.
I'll see, yeah, November.
Yes.
Lucky. Yeah.
Okay.
Very excited to get back there and do the church again. The problem is I can't swear.
You try. Yeah, I know. I know that about you.
I have a potty mouth and I'm in a church and they're like, you have to be good and not swear. So I have to really watch my mouth in a church.
You do.
What the funniest thing was when somebody sneezed and I said, God bless you. And then I realized I was like standing in front of like everybody in a church and said, God bless you. And I just thought that was so funny. I don't know why. But yeah,
All right.
it
All
doesn't
right, love.
like feel normal for me to be like in the pulpit in a church. And
Yeah, you do fine though.
well, it was
You
fun.
do
It's
fine.
definitely fun. And I donate a lot of that money to the church. So I don't even keep a lot of it.
Yeah, I know. That's
So
good.
yeah, I definitely do it so the church can stay running. Those kind of churches do not make a lot of money anymore.
No,
So
a lot of churches aren't making a lot of money, but yeah, I agree. But I thank you for your time very much. I really appreciate you, and I'll see you in November, love.
thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, I am bringing in Jen. She is next. Hi, Jen. Where are you from?
How are you? I'm from Poplar Grove, Illinois.
Oh, right next door,
Yeah,
basically.
right on the border.
Have
Pretty
I read
close.
for you?
What was that?
Have I read for you at Mort's?
No, I actually just spoke with a neighbor who had recommended you. So I hopped on your Facebook page
Okay.
and have been thinking about doing a private reading. both my sister and I. And
You can just
so
come to my
I-
house. I'll give you wine and we'll sit in my living room. Like,
that
yeah,
sounds great.
absolutely. Yeah, I've done readings at Mort's in Poplar Grove.
Okay.
So yeah, and I do have a lot of clients over there. So yeah, I probably
You probably know her. She's my neighbor. So I think she's had several readings from you before. So
probably. Um, absolutely. So, are you looking to connect to the other side? Are you looking more for future?
I'm looking to connect to the other side.
Okay, well, let me just tune in and see what I can feel here. Um, oh boy. So I gotta tell you, I get a metallic taste in my mouth like IV medication.
Okay.
You know how when you have the IV in and somebody shoots that medication in and your mouth tastes weird?
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
I get a female. I don't know. You have mom on the other side?
I do.
Okay. And does mom have a couple sisters on the other side too?
My mom has, she was the only daughter. She has, two brothers on the other side and
Okay.
both of her parents.
But mom is with some females. So I don't know if these are her friends.
She has a lot of friends and, cousins,
Okay.
a
It's
lot of
probably
family.
a couple female cousins.
Okay.
Let me tell you what. I feel like one of them is like Mrs. Roper. I have like a moo wearing, like kind of somebody who makes me feel very much like the big beads and the moo, like, just kind of this overdone
I
kind
can
of.
kind of, I could kind of pinpoint who I think that might be.
She's just a lot of energy. She's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be mom's cousin?
Yes, my mom has a cousin who was like that.
Did she go on cruises?
My mom or
The,
the cousin?
the cousin.
I'm not very sure
Okay.
as far as that goes, if the cousin did or not.
Okay. Did mom?
No.
Okay. I think the cousin did. Somebody's talking about cruises. Anyway, mom she just makes me feel like she would just sit and listen to people talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk about their stuff. And like this woman would just yak and yak and yak. Your mom's just fun. Did mom have pancreas stuff?
No, not that I'm aware of. No, she didn't have any kind of pancreas issues.
Who had the pancreatic issues?
I have an uncle who's still living who had pancreatic cancer.
And he's okay now?
Yes.
Would that be her brother?
Brother-in-law.
Okay. He should keep an eye on that.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like it could flare up again, but if as long as he catches it quick, he'll be okay.
Okay.
Which sounds crazy.
Okay.
Yeah. 'Cause she keeps saying pancreas. So that's crazy.
My mom is saying that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you and mom are so similar in your energy. You're built the same, you sound the same, she says. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's Nancy?
What was that? I'm sorry.
Nancy. She says Nancy.
Nancy. I can't think of a Nancy off
Okay.
the top of my head right now.
That's okay. Just hang on to it.
Okay.
Are you picking out paint?
Not currently, but I was actually thinking about it for a frame for her for for her celebration of life
Okay.
to match the other one.
Well, she's showing me you looking at paint. So I feel like she knows that you're going to be doing this.
Okay.
So that's interesting. Um, and she says you can melt the ring down if you want.
Melt the ring down? Is she talking about her wedding ring?
I don't know, but I feel like there's a ring of
Oh
hers
my
that
gosh.
you don't love and you want to redesign. And she's like, go ahead.
I actually sitting here, I'm holding her shirt before I got on, and then I slipped on one of her rings just to kind of try to like connect.
Connect, yeah. But is there a ring that it's just not you?
No, I mean, we will put on her wedding ring, all of us girls, just to feel close to her.
Are you going to split it up into 3 rings or
No, actually the ring that she was wearing all the time wasn't even her actual wedding ring. It was just like a faux one that she wore. She wanted to get her original one reset.
Oh, maybe that's what she's telling you is to do something with it.
Maybe.
Interesting. She's saying get something done with it.
Okay.
Interesting. I mean, a lot of people just go have things redesigned and make it into like, 2 identical rings or 3, so that way nobody has to argue about what's
Right.
done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always love that idea of doing something like that, but some people hate it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she hadn't worn her original wedding ring for many, many years. It was always on one of those things on her list that she was going to get it reset one day, but just never did.
See, I think that's what she's saying is finish the job, go get it redone.
Yeah.
Interesting. Is it tiny diamond though?
No, it's not. It's a nice size diamond, especially for when she got it. I mean, my parents were married for for 56 years. So
Interesting. You might want to just do something with that and maybe some birthstones with each one of you. And yeah, I would just like kind of do something with it.
okay.
Yeah. Interesting. Oh, why is she making me smell hairspray? It's not like salon. I just smell a lot of hairspray.
Hairspray or room spray?
Hairspray.
Hairspray. Okay.
Yeah. And it's not like 1980s hairspray. It's just like expensive hairspray.
Okay. She would use hairspray, but not a whole lot.
Interesting. She didn't go to beauty school or anything.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not smelling beauty school. Usually I smell Dippity Doo and Cold Waves for beauty school. Okay. Was she a gardener?
No.
Interesting. She makes me feel like there was a project outside that wasn't finished also.
Yeah, well there's kind of been a lot of unfinished projects.
Okay. Yeah, she makes me feel like there was something outside, so I'm not sure what that was.
Okay.
So, yeah. And I don't know who Jane or Janet or Jan is, but she makes me feel like there's, I know you're Jen, but she makes me feel like there's a Jan or a Janet or a Jeanette. Does that connect?
Not off the top of my head right now.
Okay, just write all those things down because they do show up later on. So just be aware. So she just passed very recently.
Yes.
So a lot of times when it's so recent, it just doesn't connect right away because you're so in the, in the throes of grief.
Okay.
I mean, if you heard earlier, a lot of times I tell people they have to wait for a reading. I just talked to a girl today who got a reading, and she says, I called you 4 years ago and you told me no.
Okay. How long do you usually recommend to wait?
I say 6 months usually,
Okay.
you know, so give it a few months and then bring, your sister and you will all sit down. But I always say to try and be the welcome wagon. Usually you get the door slammed.
Okay.
Because it's just one of those things where you want it so bad you can't get what you want.
Right.
I know.
Just happens so suddenly, and we just have a lot of unanswered.
I know.
questions.
And that's the problem is people have it in their head what they want to hear usually, and you never really get what you want. And then
Right.
people walk away shaking their head going, that was worthless. So I really just want you to take some time, do some journaling, just write some things down, talk your emotions through, and then come see me in 6 months.
Okay.
We'll drink a bottle of wine. We'll do
Sounds
some-
good.
We'll do a reading, but I just want you to just take some time for yourself, get through the grief process, and then we'll do a reading. I am not so eager to make a buck that I will grab somebody right straight out of the grief process.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just feel like you need to take a moment and get through that process.
Okay.
Yeah. So there are readers who will grab you right out of it and try and, but I just feel like you get so much more out of it if you get yourself through this process first.
Okay.
There's
Right.
some journals on Amazon that are grief journals, and they have prompts and they help you get through the process. And then the book I always recommend, always, 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 is James Van Praagh, Talking to Heaven.
Talking to Heaven. Okay.
Mhm. It's my favorite book to help people get through the process.
Okay. I'll check that out.
And if you forget, just send me a message and I'll
Okay.
remind you.
Okay.
But that is the book that I always, always recommend. I mean, I read it 30 years ago, probably, and I've read it probably 3 times since. It never gets old.
Okay.
And he's one of my favorite. And then there's another one, Embraced by the Light by Betty J. Eady. And that one is really old. It's got to be 50 years old. But she's somebody who died and came back.
Okay.
And it just gives you a real sense of peace.
Yeah, I'm looking for that.
Yeah. That's why I'm telling you
Yes.
that it would be a great one to read. And I actually had one of my foster kids read that when she was like 13 when my mom died, because I felt like it would really help her understand,
Right.
She wasn't real close to my mom, but she was so like shocked with the death of somebody. You know what I mean?
Yes, I
And
definitely.
It really scared her. And I was like, you need to read this. And it's such an easy read that she read it in like one night. But I used to pay my kids to read a chapter. I literally paid my kids to read a chapter. And
But you have to do.
and I turned all my kids into readers.
Yeah.
And so, she read it really quickly. And honestly, it's just an easy read and it'll help the process. But it's so old, but it'll give you a lot of
And that
peace.
was called Embrace the Light.
Embraced by the Light. I believe.
Embraced by the Light. Okay.
Yeah, Betty J. Eady.
Okay.
I mean, these are old books. Obviously, when I first started doing this stuff and going through this, oh my God, it was over 30 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. And I mean, my son that I lost, it's been almost 30 years. So I can't believe that either.
No, time
Well,
just
that was in 95. So yeah. So when you think about that, and that book was old then. That Betty J. Eady book was old then.
right.
So yeah, it was probably
Oh.
20 years old then.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it's been around a while.
We'll have to hop on Amazon and add a couple books to my cart.
It's probably out of print. You're going to have to buy an old copy.
Yeah.
So, but
Okay.
yeah, go ahead and do that. I always give people homework when they have a fresh loss.
Okay.
So go get the journal. I have a group on my website called the Honeybees, and that is just like a group for spiritual awakening, just kind of like you can talk to me anytime. I put a lot of information on there, but if you have questions, you can always ask me. Every day I'm on there, you get access to me.
Okay. And that's on your Facebook page.
No, it's on my website. I'm sorry.
Website.
It's
Okay.
on my website. It's called the Honeybees. It's $5 a month.
Oh, okay.
It's
That's
like
pretty-
a
that's a good
subscription
deal.
group. Yeah, but I post journal pages. I post like gemstone of the week and we talk about chakras. And then once a month I have free groups like this where people, we do free readings, everybody gets readings. Like it's just a really cool thing, but you get access to me. So if you need to ask me questions, you just throw it on there. I check it every day.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, it's mediumjohnnak.com. It's called the Honeybees. So yeah. But yeah, there's, you can ask me anything. And that way, if you need to ask me, like, what did you say? I can always jump. I check every day. I put a lot of content on there for your $5 a
Okay.
month. It's ridiculous. Oh my God. I'm telling you, there's like 50 to 80 posts a month of things I put on there for people to get information out of.
Okay.
So,
Well, I'll head
yeah.
out.
Yeah, it's definitely a support group. So, okay.
All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Yeah. So if anybody else is interested, if you go to mediumjohnnak.com and you go to it's group lists and it's the honeybees, you get access to all kinds of fun stuff. And once a month there is group readings. Lisa, hello. Where are you from?
From South Beloit, Illinois.
You look familiar. Have I read for you before?
No.
Okay. So yeah, you're just like a neighbor. I'm down here in Loves Park.
Okay, yeah, real close.
Yeah. So what can I do for you?
I'm just looking to. I just have a lot of guilt from a death. I just feel like I could have did something.
Oh,
Um,
I hate that because I feel like it's such a wasted emotion, first of all.
mhm.
I feel like we all have a path. We all have a map of each other's lives. We all have a certain thing that we all have to go through. So, I don't know that guilt is anything you need to have. Let me just take a look. You have a lot of people on the other side, don't you?
Yeah, kind of.
Do you have a son on the other side?
No.
Who's the younger male?
I'm not sure. No, nobody that I would know of. Younger male.
You have a brother?
No.
I get a younger male on the other side. That's so weird. Okay, so
Oh, maybe my cousin Chase.
okay. That would make sense. He was responsible for some choices that led to his passing.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah. He comes through right away.
Okay.
I mean, because he was responsible for the choices.
Mm-hmm.
He comes through. I mean, he's fine. He just comes through right away he's like, tell the family I'm okay.
Well, that's good. I'll tell his sister, my other cousin.
Yeah. Yeah. And he says a lot of people are worried about him and he wants people to know he's okay.
Okay, that's good to know.
Mm-hmm. So who do you have guilt with, honey?
I just feel like I could have did something, like I should have noticed something the last time I had seen the person, and that I should have noticed that something was wrong.
Mm.
It was like a sudden death, so it was like,
I don't think you could have. You're not a medical professional, right?
No, no.
You wouldn't have known.
Mm-hmm.
Even a medical professional wouldn't have known. And do you know, I've read from medical professionals who have had sick mothers
Mm-hmm.
and didn't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wish I would have. I wish I could have. I feel like I could have saved her, you know.
No, you couldn't have. You couldn't have. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm being shown that you couldn't have. It's not that you were thinking of yourself. You weren't. It's just you weren't supposed to know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's just hard. It's just the worst thing anybody goes through, you know. It's just miss her so much.
Well, and missing somebody and having guilt is two different things. I want you to know that it's okay to miss somebody and you're supposed to go through that.
Yeah, I just have guilt. Like I feel like because I had seen her the night before she passed. She wasn't feeling well, so I just feel like it was like flu-like symptoms. So
Flu-like symptoms happen all the time.
I know, but yeah, it's just
And
hard.
you don't take people to the hospital for flu-like symptoms
Mhm.
unless there's chest pain, unless there's jaw pain, unless there's, you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, I did not know that shoulder pain is a sign of internal bleeding.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah. So when I went through a pregnancy and lost that pregnancy, I had severe, severe shoulder pain.
Okay. Wow.
And I kept complaining in the last month of that pregnancy. I was full term.
Mm-hmm.
That whole 9th month or 8th month, shoulder pain, shoulder pain, shoulder pain. I was
Wow.
internally bleeding that
Wow.
whole last month.
Mm.
And then I had a tubal pregnancy, a ectopic pregnancy.
Mhm.
And 2 days before I ended up in the hospital, shoulder pain, shoulder pain, shoulder pain. And when I finally got to the hospital, I said, I've never had pain like this except once before in my life when I was pregnant.
Mhm.
And the nurse is like, well, you're internally bleeding. Did you lose that baby too? And I'm like, yeah. And she goes,
Wow.
it's internal bleeding.
Wow.
Had I known that, it would have been nice to know.
Mhm.
Because, you know, the first minute I had shoulder pain in that other pregnancy, I would have been able maybe to do something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You
But
learn something new every day. Yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm.
But you just don't know. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you can kick yourself and kick yourself and kick yourself. But you're just not supposed to know certain things.
Mm-hmm.
We can't change another person's train ticket.
Mm-hmm.
You realize that.
Yeah. I wish I could have.
I know, but it's not our job to stop the train.
I just don't feel like it was time for her train to come. If that's such a thing.
But we never do.
Yeah.
You know, here's the thing is when we're born, we're given a map of our lives and that exit ramp is on the map.
Mm-hmm.
And the sad part is all the people in 9/11, that exit ramp was written on their map.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nobody felt like that was their exit point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And their families.
I just want to know she's okay, you know, and like, I don't know.
Who's Ruth?
Huh?
Who's Ruth?
Oh, Ruth. That doesn't sound familiar to me offhand.
Ruthie.
I can't think of it offhand. I'll write that down though.
Write it down because I feel like she's telling me she's with Ruthie.
Okay.
And Don.
Don?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll look into that with some of my siblings.
Yeah. She's okay.
That's what I just want to know.
She wants you to be okay.
I know it's like hard to feel like it's just like you feel like life should just stop when someone dies, but
How
you know,
recent was this?
huh?
How recent?
Um, about a month and a half ago.
See, we just talked about this.
Yeah, I know. I saw you talking about it. I was thinking the same thing.
I know. And that's the thing is, again, it's so hard. It's so hard when it's so recent. And
Mhm.
I'm going to tell you the same thing. You heard me talk about the books and the journal, and
Yeah.
you
I wrote-
know, you got to just do the work with the grief. A reading is not going to, it's not going to skip over grief.
Okay.
A reading is not going to make you feel any better about your grief.
Hmm.
I know people are always like, I'm going to get a reading. And I got to tell you, there was a therapist for a while that was sending me people right away who was not going to help people with their grief. Like people would lose somebody and they'd go to the therapist and she'd be like, go see Jana. And I was like, are you kidding me? She wouldn't even counsel these people the way she should have. She would
Mhm.
just send them to me, and they had just lost somebody.
Mhm.
And I'm like, okay, I'm going to do your counselor's job now.
Oh, geez, yeah. Right. Yeah. I guess I know I do have a lot of
And
work.
I wouldn't even charge these people. I'd sit and cry with them and talk to them for an hour. And I'd give them all this information and things they needed to do, you know, and have a drink with them and talk to them and hug them and everything else. And I'm like, who the hell is this counselor?
Right.
Nobody would give me her name because they were like, oh shit, we don't want to give her her name.
Right.
And finally I got her name
Mhm.
because I swear to God, I felt like this woman does not want to do any work.
Mhm.
She does not want to help these people through their grief. She just wants to send them to me.
Mhm.
I'm
Well,
like,
I wrote those books down that too, and I'll
good.
definitely get to order those books as
Yes,
well.
do the work. And honest to God, I couldn't charge these people for a session because I'm not going to charge them when it's too early in their grief to get a reading.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I can't.
Mhm.
I'm not going to charge them because you can't read for somebody who's in fresh grief.
Okay.
So give it some time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, join my little group on my website for $5 a month. Get some spiritual help through that.
Okay.
You know, talk to me whenever you need to.
Okay. That sounds good.
Yes, I'm there.
Okay.
Like seriously, I'm there. I print out or I put journal pages up every single day for you to print out.
Okay. I'll definitely.
Yeah. There's a ton of information and spiritual help there for you.
Okay.
Like it's $5 a month.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can
Mm.
handle that probably, I'm sure.
Yeah. And I'm there. There's like a Ask Me Anything. Like it's free readings once a month. There's other people you can talk to who are going through the same shit.
Okay.
Like, yes. It's like a whole community. And it's just on my website.
Okay.
And
I'll
I,
look-
yeah, I put it up there for people who are struggling spiritually and need some help. And I'm on there every day making sure that you're there. Now, we talk a lot about like gemstone of the week and, you know, what that means and like, you know,
Mhm.
things like that. But
Okay.
it gives you something to focus on.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like each week you get to focus on what's the gemstone of the week and what does that mean? And what's your chakra of the week? Like it's just
Okay.
fun stuff, but it helps you kind of focus on spiritual things that work.
Okay. I'll definitely do that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, for $5 a month. Are you kidding?
Okay.
You're not going to get any kind of spiritual help anywhere else for $5 a month.
No, definitely not. Okay.
Bring your friends. It's a party.
Okay.
So,
Okay. I'll do the work and I'll come back later and
yeah. Well, otherwise you'll be in touch with me all the time anyway. So
Okay.
yeah. So
okay.
mediumjanakay.com. So
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You
All
take
right.
care.
All right.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So for anybody else, like it's so much fun because we talk about like the gemstone of the month. or the week, and we go deep into it and learn about it and everything. So it's really fun. Marlene, hello.
Hello, how are you?
I I'm just having a good time here. Where are you from, Marlene?
I'm from Freeport.
Oh, I love Freeport. Have I ever
We
seen
love
you?
you too.
Have I seen you in Freeport?
Yeah, one time.
Which
For a
place?
group reading. It was a group reading.
Oh, I was at somebody's house.
No, it was at Logan's.
Oh, that was fun.
Yes, it was.
Those were some rowdy times. Yeah. Sometimes we had big crowds, and sometimes it was just small, rowdy crowds.
Yeah. Ours was rather small.
Yeah, you just never knew what was going to happen over there. Oh, where'd you go, honey? We lost her. Oh, Marlene. Oh my gosh, what happened to her? Okay. Okay, well, hang on. While Marlene's gone, I'm bringing in Bridget.
Hi.
Hi. Marlene went dark on us. I don't know what happened. So I'm going to bring you in. I might have to just pause you when Marlene
Okay. Okay.
comes. Okay. So where are you from?
I'm originally from Wisconsin, but I've been in Austin, Texas for a year and a half.
Okay. Hang on, Marlene.
Hi.
I got you both in here now because you went dark on me, honey.
I got
Yeah.
a phone call.
Oh no.
Okay. Bridget, where were you from in Wisconsin?
Beloit.
Oh, a fellow Beloiter.
Yeah.
Yay. I'm from Beloit too.
Yeah, I had seen you once in I want to say I don't know, Orfordville or something. It was right around the end of COVID. So we were in a bowling alley is all I really remember.
Or still in a bowling.
Maybe it wasn't Orfordville, but we were in a bowling alley, and it wasn't Orfordville. It was closer to it might have been Monroe.
Monroe
It
Bowling
was
Alley.
Monroe.
I've
Yeah.
done a lot of stuff at the Monroe Bowling Alley.
Yeah.
Yes, in that little back room.
Yes.
Was it freezing back there? Because we never had
It was so cold.
Hallelujah. Yes.
But I was just happy to go someplace where I didn't have to wear a mask. So
I know they called me last time. They're like, why don't you ever come back to us? And I'm like, because there was never heat. We never had heat. And they're like, we didn't know that. And I'm like, how do you know you don't have heat in your back room? We were always freezing back there. Like we couldn't even have drinks with ice because it would all just freeze. We'd have like
exactly. It was so cold.
Monroe Freeport. I have done stuff in both cities. I love Monroe Freeport. So, okay. So hang on here. I'm going to bounce around to both of you here. We're just going to have some fun. So, Bridget, you want other side?
No, actually, I have a question. A little bit about my future.
Oh, I got tarot cards right in my hand.
I know. I saw you shuffling, so I was excited.
Well, I'm ADD, so this is like I'm so ADHD that I have to shuffle cards all the time.
Yes.
What's your question?
I have a question about men or my daughter. My daughter hasn't talked to me in over 3 years, and kind of,
Those
you know,
damn kids that will break your heart.
I know, and you know, I'm a year and a half sober now, so I did give her some cause to not talk to me. I'm not saying that I didn't, you know, let her down. I did, but that one's hard on me, and I'm also, you know.
Well, all you can do with that is go to therapy with her or ask her to meet you in therapy and find a new way to communicate with her. That's what I would do. But that might be difficult.
Right. Yeah, she doesn't want to talk to me. And I'm also wondering if there's a man in the future. It's been over 8 years.
You like men who are a little ethnically different than you?
I've never dated anybody but a dark-haired, blue-eyed guy.
Oh, I don't see that.
Oh, that's fine with me. I'm just looking for a good partner.
I see somebody maybe a little more flavorful.
I like that. Especially getting out of Wisconsin, there's a lot of colors of the rainbow.
Yeah, I see a different color of the rainbow. I mean, let me just show you the card that I pulled.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I mean, this is a yin and a yang there. How interesting is that?
Nice.
Yes. And I just feel like you are ready for a wild side. I mean, let me just say that you have clarity now.
Okay, good.
You're sober, you're not drinking.
Right.
And it's almost, you're looking for character and you're going to get it. You've been alone. So this is the Hermit card and it says you've been
Yeah.
alone. You've done all the work. Hi, girly.
Aww.
Come here. Oh, did you go outside? What'd you see? What'd you smell? What'd you do? See, get a dog. That's all you need. What'd you see? What'd you do? What'd you smell? Okay, good girl. She has to come in and tell me everything.
Tell me all the things she found out. Right.
I mean, you have an Ace of Wands here, which means new beginnings, new starts. Not necessarily in love, but it is a new chapter. I don't know, Knave of Cups. I feel like, and you have the Sun card, and this is fun in the sun. So
Fun in the sun.
I feel like you're going to do something really good.
Oh, good.
So it's coming. It's coming. You're working on yourself right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I do like it for you. I feel like, oh, and you have family tree. So I feel like your daughter is eventually going to come around.
Good. Good.
Mm-hmm. What you're going to have to do with your daughter is just admit your own crap.
Yep. And when she's open, I'm ready to make my amends. I've been working on those.
You're just going to have to take it where she wants to throw it.
Yep. Whatever's true for her is true for her.
Ugh. It's so awful. They just break your heart.
It's true.
Yeah, what is her own issues or her, that's what she has to throw at you. Yeah, this says you're going to manifest your own thoughts, patterns, and shifts. And you're going to, and this also has the sun on it. So there's this coming up for you. So the partner that you bring into your life could be something totally different than what you've had in the past. There could be an accent. It could be a Latin lover. I don't know, but I feel like it's a little different. There's more flavor.
Good, good.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't see a big clock around his neck, but
right. I got it.
But I do feel like there's gonna be something a little spicy.
Good.
Yeah. So I would have some fun with that. But I would also make sure that they're sober as well.
Right. Yeah. I think I had a sense that I would like somebody else in recovery. You know, it just makes it easier.
You must.
Okay. Must.
Sorry. You cannot tempt yourself with somebody who doesn't have the same commitments that you do.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? You have to have your same commitment.
That makes good sense.
Yeah.
I feel that's very true. I feel that, yeah.
Yeah, you both need to be committed to recovery and you both need to bring new goals into your life. So
That's
yeah.
All right.
Girl, go get it. Okay, I'm gonna work with Marlene.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, Marlene.
Hello again.
Okay. So, my dear, Freeport, I saw you at Logan's where we had heat. So at the
Yes.
bowling alley in Monroe, we never had heat in that back room.
Yeah, that
And
sounds miserable.
well, they promised me they'd turn the heat on and we'd go back there and there'd be no heat. I don't think it ever worked.
Oh, probably.
And then they'd be like, well, we didn't know it wasn't warm back there. And I'm like, I tell you every time. So they called me a while back and they're like, don't you ever want to rent our back room again? And I'm like, no, there's no heat.
Right.
So, yeah. And they're like, well, we didn't know that. And I'm like, oh my God, how many times do we have to go?
Right. Right.
So what are you looking for, my dear?
Well, I was kind of looking at the other side, but then I seen you had the tarot cards out, so maybe we'll go that route.
Oh,
But
let's
I
do
will say, have you ever, like the previous readings that you had where their grief was, just a few months or a few weeks? Have you ever had like what you were saying about the one mother sounded like my mom? Her name was Ruth, and she's on the other side with her sisters. So, and she did lose someone that was fairly young, a guy that would be on the other side with her, which would be her son. So I just
Oh, that
wondered if
all
you've
made sense
ever,
for you.
yes,
That
it made
message
sense.
might have been for you, honestly, because it wasn't for her.
Yeah.
And that could very well be because you were in the waiting room.
And you mentioned Jeanette, and she had a relative, Jeanette, that had passed after her as well.
Honestly, it was
Mm.
probably for you.
Yeah, I felt it. I felt it
Mhm.
was, but I didn't know if that
Yeah.
was possible.
Sometimes it is, absolutely, because
Yeah.
hers was just so recent.
Yes. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was just too recent, honestly.
Yeah.
I hate to say it that way, but sometimes I just feel like I've had it happen so often that when I give somebody a reading and it's so recent, they become really addicted to readings.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right. I can get that. Yeah.
Yeah, because it makes them not feel the grief.
Right. Right. And you
And
got to go
then,
through that process.
yes. And then
Yeah.
it's like having a drink. It's like they don't have to feel the grief.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
they
I
want
would get
another
that.
reading. Yeah, they want
Right.
another reading and they want another reading because
Mhm.
it's like they don't have to feel the grief process.
Right.
And so a lot of times I just feel like ethically, it doesn't feel good to me.
Uh-huh.
I know that sounds awful, but it's like, let's just give it a few months. So I don't
Right.
know how many people I have sat and just hugged and talked to and, cried with because
Right.
I just feel like I can't do it. I can't do it.
Right. Right.
Mhm. And the little girl I talked to today, she was only 23, and I think she had lost her mom like 4 years ago. So she's 19 years old when I told her
Wow.
I'm not doing it. Like,
Yeah.
you have to wait.
Right.
And
Right.
I'm sure I felt like terrible. I don't even remember telling her, but I'm sure I felt terrible about saying, no, I'm not going to read for you right now.
But you did the right thing.
Yes, I have
Yeah.
to. Like,
Right.
literally, it's not fair to make somebody, feel like, oh my God, I'm going to get a reading. And then I'm like, nope, here's what we're going to do instead.
Yeah. Right.
It's like, oh, their hopes are dashed. But, and I said to her today, I said, did you go somewhere else and get a reading? And she said, no, you told me not to. So I didn't. And I was like, oh my gosh, because a lot of people will just like move on and
Yeah.
go to another
Yeah.
reader.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I got to tell you, I feel like as I pull cards over for you, you have gone through so much and you're finally in a very stable spot. So I feel like I
Right.
get swords, and swords always mean conflict and craziness, but you've been able to kick them all over and make yourself really stable.
Uh-huh.
So that's really good. I mean, you've done it very independently too.
That's very true.
Yes. And you have 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords. So this is all about stability and the process of becoming stable all on your own, financially, emotionally, everything.
Right.
So you've done it. Did you lose your husband?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, because it shows here that, you have the Two of Swords. So it shows you're losing your husband and making yourself financially and emotionally stable.
Right. It's been a process for sure.
But you've done it.
Yeah.
You've done it. And the Nine of Cups shows me giving yourself a good future on your own. Like you won't have to worry.
Mm-hmm.
And do you have your house paid off?
No. Mm-mm.
But it feels like it's going to be.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
you can sell it
Yeah, I
and
don't-
buy, if you-
Yeah, I don't owe very much on one of the houses that I have.
see multiple property, or
Yeah.
or you're going to end up in a little condo that's going to be easy to maintain.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I just feel like you're going to be doing something that is like home free.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would do it. That would do it.
Yeah. I mean, it just feels good and easy. And then see, because if you sell something, there's money in the pocket and you're still maintaining something easily. Oh, and
Uh-huh.
so how long ago did your husband pass?
13 years ago.
And you're not with anybody else?
No.
And you really have no desire?
Well, I haven't. No.
Well, it's interesting because I have this King of Wands.
Uh-huh.
He's kind of wild. And you are not. You're very conservative and you like
Right.
things your own way. He's going to come in and raise the roof.
Well, that might be interesting.
He's fun. You
Yeah.
need somebody to come in and shake you up every once in a while.
Right. That would be
I
great.
don't think you're ever going to live with a man. I really don't.
Yeah. Right.
But
I can
he
see
could
that.
come in and make you have some fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be good.
I mean, I don't think it's a physical relationship. I think it's just a fun relationship.
Oh, better yet.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't see you letting him in to your life in that way.
Right. Right.
He may come in and fix things and do things for you and, that kind of thing.
Right.
But I just don't see you depending on him or letting him depend on you. You might go out to dinner or do things together, but that's it.
That would be perfect.
Isn't that funny? But he is kind of funny and wild and he just makes you laugh.
That's good.
Mhm.
That's good. I
He's
love
got
it.
that fiery, good energy.
Good. Good.
Yeah. I'm trying to think who he might remind me of. I mean, I just feel like he would have family that would not want him to marry.
Gotcha.
Right. So you would both be in that position where,
Right.
yeah, like his family would want him to take care of his own finances. You'd want to take care of your own. Like it
Right.
would just be like an agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. At our age, that's great.
I think that there should be two kinds of marriage. There should be the kind when you're young and you buy property together and you do those things and you take care of each other. And then there should be the kind where you have adult children.
Right.
You want everything you own to go to them.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
That's very true.
Yes.
I agree.
Right. Right. But honestly, I feel like, yeah, there is a lot of fun. It shows the Two of Wands that the two of you have a great time together.
Great.
So there could be vacations. There could be some fun times.
Okay. I
Mhm.
could use that in my life.
And he would pay for all of that. Like he would take care of the vacations.
Yeah.
Yeah. You wouldn't have to spend a dime.
Wow. Wouldn't that be
Mhm.
great?
I mean, like I said, I don't see you merging finances, but I feel like he would treat you like a lady.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
Right. For sure.
That wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
I agree.
Yeah, and I feel like it's time for you to have somebody like that in your life.
Yeah,
So
I would welcome that for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's time to probably heat up some leftovers at my house. So
Okay, I'm so glad you took time for me.
oh, no problem. You went like your screen went completely black, and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
yeah,
got a call exactly at the wrong time. Even though I
don't
hung
worry
up
about it.
on him, I lost that connection.
Don't worry about it. It's all fine. I just brought Bridget in and we talked to her and,
Yeah.
hung out with her. But
All
thank you
right.
so much. You take care.
And you'll see my granddaughter tomorrow at 4:00.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. So we'll
Very
both
fun.
get some time with you this week.
Yeah, that's awesome. Very
All
cool.
right.
Okay.
Again, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, for anybody still with me, again, I do have that honeybee group for $5 a month. You get a lot of information on there and some fun with me every day. So go to the website, mediumjohnnak.com. Join the honeybees for $5 a month. Every day you're going to get some sort of information, different things on there, spiritual support from me, and once a month readings. So I will see you there tomorrow. Have a great day.